Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm a captain and a guide here in Plymouth and Cape Cod. Do primarily fly fishing, but also, light tackle and spinning tackle. And the fun part about fly tying is, you can really adapt to any bait that we have on Cape Cod. We're going to tie a fly today called the raised fly, and it imitates a sand eel. We have a lot of small sand eels all around Plymouth, so in the earlier season throughout June, these sand eels are no longer than this hook, so they're really small. So being able to throw a lure that small is almost impossible. So this is where early time season fly fishing kind of pays off, because we'll show you how small this is. It's going to be about 1.5 inches in total. We have to wrap this thread onto the hook. So you have your left hand, holding the tag end, kind of rearwards toward the hook, and you're going to want to cover the whole hook shank going backwards to the hook point. On all flies, we pretty much stop at this hook point because it's going to cut your thread most of the time. So once we secure the thread onto the hook, we'll go to the next step. We're going to bring our thread wraps back forward, leaving a space between the eye of the hook and the shank, because you need to leave this space here because that's where we're going to tie in our bucktail next. But the easiest way to attach this is just take your mylar, tie it in, and the same way we secured our thread wraps, just wrap rearwards towards the hook point. And then now this is secured. You have your mylar or I have a Bill's body braid. You just need a shiny material.
Oh, that's right. That's
We have to make sure our thread wraps are waiting for us at the front here, okay? Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be wrapping this material around the hook shank 360 degrees. But make sure your bobbin is waiting for you at the eye of the hook. So you're going to create a nice shimmery body for this fly. And you're going to leave that room for our next steps, because we're going to tie all the material now towards this head of the fly. So once you secure it 360 degrees around the hook, towards the front of the hook, just start securing this tag end in, and now it's stuck in place. And then you just cut the excess off. We're gonna continue the belly, so we're gonna use white deer here. We don't need these to be super long or anything. So we're gonna cut off, so once you make that snip from the hide, you're gonna hold the top of the ends and you're gonna strip we call this cleaning because there's gonna be short hairs, the undercoat. So you just kind of strip that out. So just hang it by the tips and strip it out. And there's a general rule to fly tying. It's usually 1 hook's length and a half for the length of a fly. So we're gonna go kind of just measure yourself up to 1 hook and a half. So it's not a lot of material. So that's how much access I'm gonna be cutting off. It's gonna be a pretty short clump. And when we make the cut, just kind of cut it towards yourself and to your finger at an angle. And we're gonna secure the deer hair towards the head of the fly. So it's 3 very loose wraps in the beginning, and that's gonna secure the material. You can manipulate it a little bit, and now you add your tension. And then you can add a few more additional wraps. And now belly is secure and kind of standing up as well. This fly kind of has a nice tilt to it. You should be able to pull it with your hands and this shouldn't just fall out. So now it's gonna be the same step, but we're gonna go with yellow. We're gonna do the same exact thing we just did. We're gonna stack it on top of this one. It's gonna be yellow.
So do we go back to the front?
Yeah, just leave your hook point where it would be, right here. I mean your thread wrap. And this part of the yellow is just gonna be a little bit longer than the white. So we're just gonna go a little bit, we've already measured it, so just a little bit past. So I pinch, I measure, I transfer it. Where I pinch, that's where I'm gonna cut. And it's the same process before. It always helps to have 3 loose thread wraps, because what that's gonna prevent is just the whole material wrapping around itself. Pinch it on each side. And secure it. Final step is we put this pretty peacock material on it. Our last step is gonna be securing, measuring this out to about there, just past your top color. Securing it the same way. You know, if you know the clinch knot, you can just tie your own like little hitch clinch knot on your own with your fingers. If not, this is called a whippet tool. So this is gonna grab your line. This is gonna support the thread. You create a triangle here, and you make 3 rotations around the head of the fly. And to pop it loose, you pull it off and go tight. So that's a little, I'm gonna do it one more time. Grab it, secure it. 2, 3, but if you know the hitch knot or with your fingers, you can do that. But I'll walk around and I'll just do the last quick step, which is we're gonna have UV resin. We'll use my UV light, but this is cool stuff. This is so the fly doesn't fall apart. You did it? You did the whippet? Nice, dude. And this is the UV light. It cures the glue. It sets this glue in under 15 seconds.